What's up, y'all? I am here to do a little fish tank tour with you today. I didn't want to include them in my last houseplant tour because it took a lot of time. And I have 4 fish tanks in a terrarium. We'll just go over the terrarium that has Alfredo. Sorry for whipping the camera around so much. And yeah, we're gonna start with this little 5.5 gallon black water. And sorry for the glare as well. But this guy, I got set up probably like 7 or 8 months ago, give or take a month or two. And then I had these little orange endlers. I don't know what kind of endler they are originally. And they've been chilling in here. And we have little bladder snails as well. This guy's just sitting here rasping on the glass. Sorry if it's not really in focus. And also I've gotten recently a little female guppy and a couple other male endlers, and they're all different colors, but it is what it is. This guy's like a nice little swordtail action going. And then I also have a few CPDs in here, which I don't know where they are. Oh, there's one right here. Coming up to say hello. There's pretty little guys. And then also somewhere hunting about is gonna be the scarlet baddest. They got a pair of them in here as well. I'm not able to see them right now, but yeah. And then oh, here's one. Maybe that's the male. Just chilling. Right down there. And then yeah, but this is a dirted tank. Zoom out a little bit. Dirted tank. I didn't really do too hot with the dirted tank because it was my first try, and I didn't have the soil wet enough, so it kind of ended up I don't know if this happens with other ones, but it got kind of gassy down here, and bubbles would fly up to the top and send dirt up. So I got like this layer that came over everything. I started out with like some sand. I don't think I did a big enough cap with my sand. Yeah, I think what I've seen recently is like about 50-50 with the cap and the dirt, if you're gonna do dirt. And I did like maybe like 80-20 with the cap being 20%. Yeah, but it still turned out pretty good after a while. Ended up being pretty black watery because I put the sticks in here. I just got the sticks from outside. Also, it's a live substrate from the creek near me, so I didn't do anything with it. I didn't clean it or anything. I just put it in. And yeah, so there's quite a bit of microfauna and whatnot going, which is good for all the tiny microfish and also the baddest. And then yeah, we got for plants this weird little bamboo type beet back here that I don't think it's supposed to be fully submerged, but it's fully submerged, and it's been like that for like quite some time, and it's fine. And then also this is Java Fern, I think Windalove, and this is just a baby that came, well, I think it's a couple of babies that came off the Java Fern in my 20 gallon. And then all these guys are also babies. And I just broke them off. They grow on the leaves of the older Java Ferns. And then you can just kind of pluck them and pop them, and they do pretty good. And then we got this big root here is from the pothos that I have growing. Here. Just going crazy, super tall. Yeah. And I gotta just put a pole on it, cause yeah. And then for the top plants, the light is Aqueon light. Top plants are some Salvinia. I'm not sure if it's Minima or Molesta, but it is Salvinia nonetheless. Some duckweed that I picked from outside as well, so that was free. Salvinia, I just got like a little clump of it to start out with, and it has been going insane, and I've given a lot back to the pet store and to other people. Yeah. And then, if I can find in here, also found some Azolla, which is another kind of water fern. This one also from a local pond. And yeah, just for the heads up, if you need to get rid of aquarium plants, don't put them in the local ponds because they'll take over. I'm sure that's how the Azolla got up here. Because it is not supposed to be native to Whatcom County. And yeah, so there's a nice thick blanket of this Salvinia and some plants sitting around it. Alright, so yeah, that is the 5.5. And I think I have too many males per female. They always chase her around, but she's kind of, she beats them up. She's not like a weak lady. She's a powerful woman. So, yeah. Of course, they all just come out as I'm about to go away. But so I just backed out a little bit too far there, right? And yeah, well, anyways, let's move on to the next tank. So over here is apparently a tank with a lot of glare. It is a 10-gallon, and it just has some baby CPDs in it from the parents in the 5.5. And it is kind of a little bit ironic that I have the babies in the bigger tank with just themselves, but it is just like a spare. It was originally just a all-natural tank with substrate from the creek and water from the creek and plants from the creek and this big-ass piece of wood also from the creek. So yeah, and then I've just been seeing what lived in there, and quite a few things have lived in there that I've gotten some videos of, pictures of, just kind of seeing what lives around me, and that was pretty cool. And it also was home to a mean tiger Barb that was too rough for my 20-gallon tank, so I put him in here, and he's no longer in here, and you'll see why. And let's just get up close for a little bit here. Oh, there's a snail, another bladder snail. Bladder snail's been having babies like crazy, so I just move them around. I didn't clean my glass or do any maintenance before I took the video, so yeah. But there's some swords in here, because it is big black water with this big stump. I'm not sure what kind of swords exactly. The majority of it is from the Baitable packs that I got at Petco, and just tossed them in. There's another one floating that I just got yesterday. They're super fun to get. I think it's like $5 or so, and then you just pop it in. Sometimes they don't sprout, but that is what it is. And other times you get some really cool plants out of it. They grow fast and it grows from nothing, so you feel proud of yourself if you like that kind of stuff. And when I was moving out the Tiger Barb from this tank, I found a shrimp in here, actually, that I did not know was in here, and I don't know how it survived the Tiger Barb, but she's in here somewhere. She was all saddled up trying to have some babies, but there's only one shrimp in here, so I don't think that's going to be too successful. And also back here we got some Anubias as well. And this just has like barely anything coming out of it, but it's just an air stone sitting in there. No heater. I probably should have a heater for the CPDs, but so far I have not, and they're doing okay. If I could get, they aren't, I'd leave them alone, so they don't like being filmed. But the bigger one has like colored up quite a bit and gotten kind of chunky since I put them in here. He's back there. But there's a lot of microorganisms in here. Daphnia, copepods, probably nematodes of some sort. I just put blackworms in here. But those are much too big for the babies to eat. Up top, again with the salvinia and duckweed, and I got this nice little I don't like some sort of like maybe acrylic top, some terrestrial moss that isn't doing too hot, but I haven't watered it in a while, and just like a bunch of neon pothos sticking out of the top. I just got it in there with masking tape because I am cheap. Yeah. But yeah, that's a 10 gallon. And it's fun. I think it just looks very, let me focus, looks very natural. Fun to just sit and watch. And also if I get my macro lens, then I can see a lot more of my plants really quick. And down here, I got this 15-gallon tote. I'm gonna sit down. But here's my Tiger Barb. I got him in here with the heater, don't you worry. And I've been going back to the store. I couldn't get any more when he was in there because that is small. But 5 gallons more, he's looking okay in here, but there's a lot more room to fucking run. And you can see him. Look at him go. He's non-stop, but he's non-stop like with other fish in there too. I started out with him in a group of 5, which I could have done more, but he killed all of them. And he's chilling in here now. But anyways, I have this tub because I had an outdoor pond situation in the summer, but it's been getting real cold. So I had to take my salvinia. I don't know why I cannot remember the name every time, but my salvinia in from outside. And I put some water lettuce in here too. But the salvinia has gotten like a cool little form to it. From being outside, it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really clumpy, which makes me think it is the molesta when it gets big, because that one tends to be more clumpy. But yeah, I throw some extra stuff in here. The filter that I have in here is it's just a water bottle. Cut the top off of it, threw an air stone with the hose in the bottom, and then filled it up with this canister filter media stuff that I had. And even though I don't have a canister filter, but I like to use different. I had it on for like my hang on the back filters when I had them, but now I've just changed over to sponge filters for everything, or just air stones. But this one just has an air stone, and I cut a bunch of slits in the bottle, and that is what I'm using for filtration, I guess, if you want to call it that. If you don't want to call it that, whatever. Yeah, and again. Actually, what is that? I think there's a sword back here and a planter that I just chucked in there that I'm not gonna be able to focus on, really. Oh, sorry, technical difficulties, bear with me. Yeah. But anyways, that's I think some like Java Fern as well, a different kind sitting in there. It's super dark, so you can't really see it. And then for substrate, I have the fluval stratum, and that was in the pond outside for all summer. And then just underneath that is play sand. And you gotta like quickcrete play sand, but you gotta rinse that stuff out a lot because it's very dirty when it comes. And also I got some oak leaves for leaf litter. I think there's a few snails in there if he hasn't eaten them, but I've watched him slurp snails out of the shell before. He's a crazy guy, absolutely crazy. And then yeah, I guess that's about enough of that tank. Usually I have lids on them. They're over here, you can't really see. Again with the whatever that plastic material stuff is, but yeah, it just the humidity here is insane, so I have to keep that chilling, keep it down. So we're gonna go to the 20 gallon now, and my apologies for the glare. I have a sweater here just so that you don't have glare from like a ton of angles. But this is the 20 gallon. So I guess we'll start up top. Water lettuce is taking this boy over. Again with the pothos. I love having the pothos in all my tanks. This one has just some like really nice variegation on it. Pretty. And it's popping upstairs. Where is it? Oh. Look at her go. Yeah. So anyways, we got water lettuce, which I already said. And some of the edges are dying. The old leaves always turn yellow. And ooh, this guy right here is flowering, which is just kind of a silly looking flower, just a fuzzy little cup type beat. And then, yeah, but the older Salvinia tends to turn like bronzy colored before it dies. Or, well, it's not dead, it's just bronzy color. But then we got fucking red root floaters here. I was looking, cause it almost looks like it has spider mites, which I've had my water lily have spider mites here before, so I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, and then back in the back, there's a little bulbitis. I think it's another kind of fern, but it's sticking out, yeah, trying to grow immersed. Again with the complimentary duckweed. And then we got down here this lovely little fish floater that Lily got me. And for stocking wise, there's a couple let me get more adjusted. Alright, back on track. Stocking wise, there's 2 pearl danios. There's about 4 leopard danios. And I think I'm down to one zebra Daniel, unfortunately. I don't know where they are. Fat little boy. There's a lot of plants in here, so it's kind of sometimes hard to see where the fish are. And there's 2 pearl gouramis and a bunch of shrimp and a purple mystery snail. And who else is in here? And of course bladder snails. They're in all my tanks. They do work. I don't clean the glass because they do. And we got this jungle of lots of plants. I'll try to go over them a little bit more in depth than just lots of plants. So this guy is Java Fern, Windelov. We got this lovely dwarf lily here that is growing down here from this bulb. Oh, there's the zebra Dania back there. Sorry if I'm talking too quiet. Try to cut that shit out. And the little fake plants that I got in the deepness on this little log thing that I just got that when I first got back into doing aquariums, and I wasn't confident with doing plants, so I got fake plants. But now the whole thing is full of real plants except for that little monstera, like fake monstera. Silly. I don't know what these are, but they're not supposed to be fully submersed, but it's okay. They're still growing somehow. And this guy is, ooh, you know, I can't remember. I'm really not good with the plant names when it comes to aquatic plants. And this one I think is another kind of bulbitis. And it's just not really doing anything. A little tiny guy. We got an Anubias right up here. And there's a couple more Anubias back here. Amidst the fern, the Java Fern madness, and the big bulbitis leaf that the babies are coming off of up there. And back here we got a Anubias ocelot, I believe. This one is a immersed growth, and these darker colored ones are the submersed growth. It changes there a bit. And I didn't realize how hard it was to film this tank. There's a snail going crazy. Some oak leaves here. Another water lily. I think this is a Tiger Lotus, actually. There's the purple mystery snail. He's chilling. Oh. This is hydrocotyl. Not doing too well. This is some sort of moss that was like on a little kokodama ball or whatever you want to call it down here that the Anubias was in. And the moss is growing really well out of that. And making me a happy guy. Happy camper. Happy person. Happy individual. Whatever you want to say. I'd say guy is like a pretty, I don't know, gender neutral type name. But, yeah. Again, sorry about the glare. There's a red Tiger Lotus right here. Got some interesting effects going here. And the other lotus guy. Right there. A fish. And I cannot remember what kind of light I had for this, but it's doing work. That's all that really matters. I can't believe I cannot show you any shrimp. That'd be so cool. Let me look. You just look right here for a second. I'll be looking for shrimp. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Get you a planted aquarium. It ain't that hard. I don't even fertilize. And get you some pearl danios. Beautiful. Alright, good night, or good morning, or have a good day. Peace out. Much love. Bye.